So, uh, Santi, just you started today, but kind of in a different position. But I mean, you played everywhere, three, four, five. Oh, kind of two questions in one. One, what's different, if anything, when you're at those different positions? And then two, what was it like joining that starting lineup? Playing at the small forward position alongside of Jaren and Bismack Biyombo.
Yeah, it's very different. It's obviously playing 3-4-5. Uh, Obviously with the three, probably especially today, you were just guarding smaller guys and faster guys, so it was obviously a challenge. But I just think the spacing factor is pretty big. I think obviously having Bismack out there gives us a lot of size, but also having me and Jaren that can shoot, I think it opens the floor, and obviously being so tall, it's just really hard to guard. And yeah, I liked obviously joining the starting group. I think we got off to a slow start with that 6-0 run, but then after that we kind of like figured it out. And I think we just got to get used to having these like three almost 7-footers on the floor. But I think in the long run, especially if we're able to switch 1 through 5, I think it's going to be good for us.
Santi, obviously you guys were going against Marcus's old team. He's in the huddle talking to you guys. Was he able to give you kind of any tips, insight into, you guarding Jason or, whatever it might be, given how well he knows them?
Yeah, I think in the pregame talk, he talks for like 10 minutes straight. He knows these guys. Obviously he's a guy that studies a lot of film, but he's played there for like 9-10 years, and he knows them better than anybody, probably better than themselves. He gave us a lot of insight, especially guarding Jason, who's a great player, backs down smaller defenders into the post, and then has all these tricks. So really trying to see how to guard them without fouling. And just obviously having Marcus in itself is a privilege, but having him playing against Boston, I think that gave us like a better chance at winning the game.
You played 39 minutes, ties a career high, 6 assists, a career high, only 1 turnover. But the 1 turnover was that pass in the last minute, I think. It seemed a little forced. What were you trying to do with that?
Yeah, that was a bad read. I was driving. I saw somebody come over, so I was really trying to find the open man. I know Zaire told me he was cutting. And I think I should have probably stopped, and I jumped off of 1 foot, so I put myself in a bad position, and I knew John was open, but obviously Jalen was going back to him, so I just tried to find him. But like, if I would have stopped with 2 feet, I would probably found Zaire and got in a dunk. So just got to be better at reading that. Obviously, yeah, 1 turnover, but pretty important one. So just trying to learn from that.
Santi, you've talked about the position thing, but also too just the responsibilities that you're having to play with. You're initiating offense, doing stuff like the dribble, you're spotting up, you're defending, all these different guys. How do you see all that ultimately helping your growth as a player, especially as guys start to get healthier and return to the lineup?
Yeah, I think the more positions you can play, the more situations you can be in is great. Obviously, I'm lucky to have teammates and a coaching staff that trust me. Obviously, coach told me before the game, stay being aggressive, but obviously knowing that I was going to guard smaller guys, like crawl up into them and trying to be more aggressive. Normally, I use my length, but if I'm trying to use my feet now and guard smaller guys, if I want to play the 3, I think that's key. And like I said, the more situations you're in, the more you're going to learn, the better overall player you're going to be. And also, I think I'm in a good position with my teammates where they trust me. I think I missed like 2 threes early on, and literally like right after that, Des found me wide open and trusted me for a shot. I told him like, thank you for trusting me, because obviously I believe in my shot, but everybody does, and that way we can just get the ball moving, trust everybody, and really play a good overall game. Obviously didn't come up with the win, but I think we should be proud of how we played.
Santi in the back, 2 questions. First, what do you think about the responsibility they asked you to have tonight, being more of a aggressive scorer, and also having to play multiple positions with Bismack and Jaren getting into foul trouble? And then can you take us through that last sequence with a 3?
Yeah, just having more responsibility is good, not necessarily scoring, which obviously I took more shots today, but just trying to make the right read, trying to find the open teammate. I think for the most part I do that, but I think today there was probably like certain shots that maybe were a bit forced, and I pride myself in trying to make the right read, and I think I could probably be better than that in some areas. But yeah, playing with Biz and Jaren, like I said before, it's good. I think there's some like adjusting we got to do, and obviously, I mean, we've rarely played together with Biz. I mean, we've played like 6 games together with Jaren. We've played together more, but same, we haven't played 3, 4, and 5 where you have 3 guys that can play the 4 and 5. So it's some adjusting, but it's fun. All right, thank you.